We're here today with Tom McAlister of Tomsco Investments to visit a little bit with him about his entrepreneurial journey and story. So, Tom, just I guess if you can briefly give us some history on Tomsco.
Okay, thank you. When I got out of Texas A&M in 1970, my dad had started a business back in the late 50s, and we were the Chevron gasoline distributor for Chevron USA. And he died 1 year before I graduated from A&M, and I had the privilege to come back and keep the business going after he had passed. And that lasted until '89, and I was able to sell out, fortunately, to my partner. And at that point, another good friend of mine, we had started a little company called Tomsco Investments. And what it is, we buy residential properties. We do some commercial, but mainly residential properties, and we remodel them for resale. And we've been doing that for nearly 30 years, or a little over 30 years. And I was fortunate and blessed to be able to find a new endeavor after we sold the distributorship back in '89. And along the way, I had some bumps in the road. Got into computer leasing because I was involved in another business called Abilene Furniture Leasing. We had 4 stores in Waco, San Angelo, Tyler, and Abilene. And that's kind of where I was fortunate enough to learn the leasing business to a degree. And then as a result of that, the buy and sell of the residential properties kind of led into me realizing that I could also do the same thing with houses on a lease purchase type basis. And I started doing that about 5 or 6 years ago. And that evolved. We still do the residential remodeling for resale, but on my own, I started another little endeavor through me personally to do notes on residential houses. And that was a little niche that I found through another guy I used to do business with that has enabled me to stay active because I'm in my early 70s now, and I need something to do to continue to make money. And out of those 3 endeavors, you know, the oil distribution and I was also involved in another retail shop for 25 years, or 20 years actually. So I learned a little bit about retail. My partner, she knew how to run a retail decorating studio, and that went for 21 years. So I've been blessed to know something about distribution on the wholesale level. And then I've had some experience with retail. And then, like I said earlier, we got into the residential remodeling, and then finally the selling of notes for people that really needed housing that couldn't qualify for loans. And that's was some of the things that I was able to learn when we did furniture leasing, because when we leased furniture, during that process, I was able to learn how to extend credit to people that didn't have very good credit. And I'm not an expert in any of these things, but I've been able to learn from other people that were. it's been a good journey, and but it evolved over a period of 40-something years to where I've now got some ability to continue finding niches in the market, because that's what we did with furniture leasing. That's what we were able to do with my dad's business. That's what we were able to do when I got into the retail. But those things eventually will catch up with themselves, because other people can find the same niches. And if you're not able to be flexible and to continue that process, you can be doomed for failure. Because I've had some failure along the way.